Hi guys, Princess Kingdom episode 6 of the third season. Don't have much time again, as you know. I just gonna go to the episode. We are in the Meadow Clan city with Lynn and Lynn's sister, and we have her daughter is an airbender, and Zahir's gonna go there for sure, because they say that the city is the safest place, which is a totally death flag. Why characters always do that, right? Attracting death every time. So I don't know. Just let's see what the episode is in store for us. Maybe a little more of backstory of Toph daughters. Oh yeah, and like there are different fathers. Maybe Sokka and the one guy from the comics that I forgot his name. Yeah. What? Earth guy. What the fuck? Varric. What he's doing? It's totally Varric. Later, but I can see why Toph did what she did. Yep.
I'm sorry I gave you such a hard time when we were younger. I can't imagine what my life would have been like if Mom hadn't sent me away. If I had stayed in the city. You'd probably
I
be in
mean,
prison.
exactly what I want to say. First of all, you're gonna be in prison.
Dance performance. Whoa, slow
Okay?
down. How about tomorrow? I just promise not to show up at your house and attack you again. Deal.
If she became the new director of like dance, I would say, wait, what happened? Too much change.
She's with the Metal Clan.
Okay, how? Okay, just a second then. What the fuck happened with my hair? Well, so let's just say very fast because we don't have much time. We have backstory of Toph's daughter, especially. First of all, gonna have to say I do understand Toph. If you look back to how she was in all her time in the Last Airbender, she wants to be free. Her parents were like suffocating her, completely extreme, and of course she would grow up and do exactly what she wants to be, the opposite of her parents. It's safe to say that most of times kids, when they grow up and have their own kids, do or the same thing that the parents did with them or the opposite. Things that they never have as a kid and they always wish to have, not only of methods of being parents, but also like a lot of things related to like the dream that I never had as a kid that I never could do. My kid gonna have, like, it's not the dream of the kid, it's the dream of the father of the mother. This happened a lot. Um, with Toph's case, you can say that how she wants to be free, and then she give freedom that she never had as a kid until she, of course, kidnapped herself in the second season of The Last Airbender. And you can see, as a point of view of their kids, Lynn want to become chief of police so then Toph would, her mother would recognize her, gonna be happy for her or something like that. It's something very that every kid wants in some point, and when you enter this phase of called life of called teenager, it is, yeah, it is harder, right? Because you don't know yourself, and this, it is hard. Okay, let's just say that everyone passed from that in some point, and you know how it is. With Lynn, what I think Toph passed on her mind, and I can be completely wrong by that. Don't tell me, because I have a feeling that we're gonna see Toph or in this season or in the next. So we're probably gonna have the answer. But what I think is Toph was not happy for any of the kids that she had. Lynn, because Lynn was only one to be a police officer to impress her, not because she wants to be a police officer, not because she had any desire to be, just to impress her. So she probably was not happy with that. She wants her to have her own life. Forget that I'm your mother. Don't follow my footsteps just because I'm your mother. Go find your happiness by yourself. So I can totally see Toph thinking like that. And the other kid, um, it's obviously she probably see herself in her how she was, but Toph, how can I say that? Toph never commit. I would not say that she never stole anything. She kind of was the blind bandit, right? But she never really did so like bad things that would be like her a criminal or something. At least I don't remember. I could be remembering wrong. Um, and of course, she had a position of chief of police, which I can see if someone did not like Toph as chief of police because it could contradict her she was as a kid. First of all, people change. That was the basic plot of this episode, right? People change. Um, I can totally see Toph being a chief of police, having authority of people, can do like most thing, having people that she can just order. Um, and with the plot itself that we see in the comics and how her school, yeah, is kind of a natural path for her. I still want to see what's gonna happen with her relationship with her family, like Toph's father. But that's a for other video, for the review of the comics, not here. So yeah, I really think this was really interesting. We still do not see who is their fathers. I do think that probably one is Sokka and the other one is the one from the comic that I forgot his name. So we're gonna have their daughter gonna be going to the air temple, of course. Zahir gonna go find her, and it's of course we're gonna have we're gonna have a big battle with everyone, or Zahir just gonna go there, find Korra, and pick her up, well, with nobody seeing. It's one of the two. I think probably the first one. Um. Oh yeah, I did not say that in the last episode because I was really rushed. Like now, Varric. Varric. I don't know if I can trust Varric. That's a question. If I can, Varric gonna be a huge ally because he's like if he wants to be a villain, he is a villain. But if he wants to be a good guy, like he can help us. He kind of create a metal armor, like we saw, by magnetism. Imagine that. It's basically Iron Man. Come on, it's not that advanced, of course, but like, and of course we have had a lot of problems. Like had a huge cover. Like yeah, it did not work in real battle or something. But of course you're gonna improve that. Now we're gonna improve for our side or for the enemy side. I mean, I don't see Zahir using something like that, but I don't know. Um, Korra, the first avatar to be Metalman, which means Aang never really learned. Before, of course, did not exist. I can totally see that. Aang really only learned Firebender because he needs to. Even that, we can easily say that he did not need in the end because Avatar stayed safe the day. Would not make much of a difference he knowing or not. I don't know. It's not that much big of a deal because again, Metal Band has a really short history. But Toph, like bowling, gonna learn. I also wonder if for any reason bowling not be able to learn metal bending, it could be that he could learn sand bending, which is something that we do not see Toph doing. I really don't remember. She probably was capable of, at least in her adult life. But bowling could learn that. That could be useful. I mean, probably Senbend will be more useful in the lesser bend than it is right now, with the world changing in a more metal way. Let's just say this. But it still could be useful sandbending, right? Or even he could learn lava, since that's a thing. Um, and what was the scene in the end with Zahir? Zahir was like, she is in the Battle Clan. Like, okay, it's something related to Jinora's power that we saw, that he project the I don't know how to call that, spirit projection, astral projection. I don't know, which we can see that is an airbending technique. I can totally see Zahir using. Um, cool fight between the sisters. I still think metal bending is not as cool as earth bending, but maybe it's because it's not that easy to find. Even in the metal city, we still see more earth. Um, and the design of how earth bending works, you need to be a lot close. But still, we cannot say that metal bending is like metal bending. Of course, is way more powerful. And I'm still waiting for C platinum bending. Just saying. That was mentioned the first season, and I'm sure it's gonna happen sometime. Um, we're gonna see Toph. Also, what I said about Lin and Sue, like Toph live with her, and she like accept her, right? She make peace with her and really like say like, oh, if you live with us or even like see us anytime, like she not even knew her daughter, so you know that I changed and whatever. Which it could be exactly what I say, like they were not being their selves, which again, normal, they are teenagers, but now that she find herself, she changed, she's a better person and she's herself. Toph likes her and accepts her and is happy for her. And in opposed to Lin, that never really got to know what she really wants. Only now she's like accepting her sister and maybe even herself. I'm I'm seeing it. I probably am right. Um, I think it's that. I think I already talked too much. I still have things to record. So I see you guys in the next episode.